seconds with Mark's audio.
I can't hear a thing through these headsets.
Welcome back, IUP Homecoming Parade 2021. Mark Burdick with you on a glorious Saturday morning as we get set for the return of the parade after, of course, the pandemic last year knocking the parade and so many other things. Our lives slowly returning to normal, and we couldn't ask for a better day in downtown Indiana as we have hundreds and hundreds of folks lining the street along Philadelphia Street for the parade in anticipation of hearing some great music, floats, and many other folks that are involved in this parade, 69 units strong. The theme of the parade is decades. We're going to take you through the 60s, the 70s, the 80s, and the 90s with 4 floats. Our parade coverage being presented by S&T Bank, relationship banking, one customer at a time, S&T Bank. And we thank them for their sponsorship. And we also are being presented today by Indiana Regional Medical Center and Pat Doherty for Judge 21. We're going to come back. The parade should be starting down at around 11th Street, and we'll be making its way up toward our broadcast location at 9th and Philadelphia Streets. We'll come back with more and the start of the parade right after these words. You're watching the parade courtesy of Renda Media and Digital.
It's the one with the stained glass ship in the front door. You liked the one with the 2-car garage. But then we found it, the one. It had a porch swing, a yard for our dog, a room for your office. Sure, it was 95 years old, but when we met with Amy at S&T Bank, she mentioned they had been around for over 115 years, and that made me feel better. Because even if we won't be here in 115 years, maybe our grandkids will be.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
I am Patrick Doherty, candidate for Judge of the Indiana County Court of Common Pleas. I have practiced law here in Indiana County for 21 years. My wife and I have raised our children here, and I have committed my law career to being an advocate for the most vulnerable in our community. As district attorney, I worked with various organizations to protect women, children, and older adults from abuse. As your judge, I will remember that it is justice for all. Please vote Doherty on November 2nd.
Mark Burdick back with you, street level here, Philadelphia Street.
Renda Digital providing coverage of the parade. We have a couple of camera angles. We have Caitlin Dotz helping us out, one of our videographers for football, graduate of Marion
Center. She was at homecoming last night, right, Kate? If you want to pan across the street, Kate, up on the library deck, we have John Smathers, Renda Broadcasting and Digital's digital manager, and John's pointing at us, and we're pointing at John. So, Andy, do you have John on camera from the, hello, John, up on the library deck? We thank Indiana Borough for their cooperation in allowing us that space, which will give us a few vantage points. I mentioned S&T Bank, and S&T Bank, their corporate headquarters right next door, and they are presenting the parade coverage today along with our other fine sponsors. We want to thank Ellie Cat Beverage and Clymer, where all the cool cats go. Davis Brothers Heating and Air Conditioning, your local Lennox, Mitsubishi, and American Standard dealer. Meckling Insurance, because it's always something. Bruno's Italian Restaurant, boy, that sounds good even this morning, serving fine Italian cuisine for 76 years. Thank you, Mike Peter and Denny Della Penna. And Luxembourg's Jewelers, they are Indiana's jewelers. We thank Jeff Widdison, Kip, and all the gang at Luxembourg's. Well, we have a good crowd on hand. The parade just making its way up Philadelphia Street. pass it along to your friends if you're viewing that if they can't be in downtown Indiana, they can watch the parade right here on the Renda Media Facebook and YouTube channels. Just go to any of the Renda Broadcasting Facebook pages and look for the link for the live video stream of today's parade, which is entitled Decades. Indiana Borough Police will be leading the way. I'll tell you what we're going to do is take a quick break and come back with more as the parade makes its way up Philadelphia Street. What a day we have. Blue sky and sunshine. It's warming up. IUP football this afternoon on U92.5 with the voice of IUP Sports, Jack Benedict, as Gannon comes to town. Kickoff 2 o'clock, airtime 1:30. We'll be back with the start of the parade right after this. You're watching Decades, the IUP Homecoming Parade 21, presented by Renda Media.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
Hi, I'm Patrick Doherty, candidate for Judge of the Indiana County Court of Common Pleas. I've practiced law here in Indiana County for 21 years. My wife and I have raised our children here, and I've committed my law career to being an advocate for the most vulnerable in our community. As district attorney, I worked with various organizations to protect women, children, and older adults from abuse. As your judge, I will remember that it is justice for all. Please vote Doherty on November 2nd.
It's the one with the stained glass ship in the front door. You liked the one with the 2-car garage. But then we found it, the one. It had a porch swing, a yard for our dog, a room for your office. Sure, it was 95 years old, but when we met with Amy at S&T Bank, she mentioned they had been around for over 115 years, and that made me feel better. Because even if we won't be here in 115 years, maybe our grandkids will be.
We are back with you in downtown Indiana as the parade, led by the Indiana Borough Police, going to be passing by IUP Campus Police right next door. We have an officer right here. Your name?
Sergeant Rako.
I know you, Sergeant Rako. Everything going good this weekend? Been fun?
Everything's been great so far.
Boy, what a day we have.
Beautiful weather, beautiful weather.
All right, here we go. The police from Indiana University and Indiana Borough, the IUP Marching Band under the direction of Nevin Saylor. Let's pick them up. Nevin used to be at Indiana Senior High. Followed by the IUP cheerleaders. Preceding the band, we had the lead banner for the parade, the ROTC Color Guard. ROTC, Humvee, and Cannon, they shot that off. We heard it. It shook us up here on Philadelphia Street. President Michael Driscoll joining us next, and we're going to see if we can stop him very quickly as we video stream today's parade. President Driscoll, what a glorious day we have. Welcome back, IUP Parade.
It's wonderful to be out. It's such a beautiful day to be able to be together again with all our students back and all these great people out. It's just a great day.
One step forward. Right?
Absolutely, every day.
And football at 2 o'clock.
I think we're going to beat Gannon.
I think so. I think that's a good prediction for you to make, by the way.
I think it is. It's the right prediction, too.
Have a great day.
Thanks, you too.
President Michael Driscoll joining us. Thanks for stopping as he throws candy out. Right behind President Driscoll, we have the mayor of Indiana, Joseph Tremarky. Behind the mayor, Vice President of Student Affairs, Dr. Thomas Sager. There's Mr. Tremarky. Hi, Mayor. How are we doing?
Very good. How are you?
It's great to have events like this back, right?
It really is.
You ordered good weather, by the way. You must have been in contact with Todd Marino.
Todd's the one that did it.
All right, enjoy the parade. Mayor Joseph Tremarky. Sheriff Bob Fyock, and our first float should be coming by pretty quickly, too, from the 1960s. Zeta Phi Alpha, Sigma Kappa, Alpha Sigma Phi, Phi Sigma Kappa, Kappa Delta Rho. Homecoming, Interim Dean Stephen. Crimson Court, Representative Mackenzie Philo. Well, the script said there was going to be a float. Again, we thank S&T Bank. Pat Doherty, 21. Pat Doherty for Judge, 21. And Indiana Regional Medical Center. We also want to thank our supporting sponsors helping us with today's live coverage. Alley-Cap Beverage and Climber, where all the cool cats go. Davis Brothers Heating and Air Conditioning, your local Lennox, Mitsubishi, and American Standard dealer. Meckling Insurance, right down the street here in Philadelphia Street, because it's always something. Also down the street where this parade started, Bruno's Italian Restaurant, serving fine Italian cuisine for 76 years. And Luxembourg's Jewelers, they are Indiana's jewelers. There's Norm, the Crimson Hawk mascot, up in the bucket truck. And the familiar sounds of Cherokee, the Indiana Area Marching Band. Jason O'Lear, the band director at Indiana. Kopchak College of National Science and Mathematics had just passed by. Let's pick up the Indiana High School Marching Band. Indiana High School Marching Band. Student Government Association should be right behind them. I'm going to peer in the WCCS window. Well, here we go, some more music. What a great day we have in downtown Indiana. The theme of the parade, decades. I don't care what he's doing. We'll interrupt Bill Otto while we have a break. Bill, you've been through many of these parades.
Oh, I've been I've been through before all these kids were born.
You were born before the parade started. That's right. Bill, the Oldies Attic, all these years, 9 to noon on WCCS AM 1160 and 101.1. It's always a fun day. Boy, you ordered up good weather. You brought it with you.
You are welcome. I think we've had some good weather the last couple of years when we had the parade, I mean.
Good to have it back, right? Tell our listeners about your duties later today in case they don't know.
Well, I'll be over at the IUP Gannon game today as the public address announcer. And we have a lot to read on homecoming because all of the awards and the floats and all those Greek names. Oh, boy.
Thanks, Bill.
Thanks.
All right, stuck into the WCCS studio. WCCS, one of our 4 stations. WDAD, Classic Hits, AM 1450 and 100.3 FM, along with Cat Country, 106.3. And the station the game will be heard on, U92.5 FM. 1:30 airtime with Jack Benedict and Ab Dettori as Gannon comes to town. 2 o'clock kickoff. We hope you'll join us. Crowds have been fabulous this year at Miller Stadium. Let's make it a biggest crowd. I'm sure we'll have the biggest crowd as we say hello. Let's hear you guys. Indiana Youth Hockey, right? Yeah. Come on, you can do better than that. Yeah. All right, there we go. The Indiana Youth Hockey Association and the cheerleaders. Indiana Pee Wee cheerleaders. Historical and social studies education. Penns Manor Marching Band. I saw them last night in our broadcast of Homer Center and Penns Manor football. Congratulations to Homer Center for their victory last night over Penns Manor. Both of the bands, you'll see them here at the homecoming parade. Penns Manor and Homer Center, they put on a heck of a show at halftime. Paul Rhodes has been the director for a long, long time. We have interim dean Sue Rigg and Crimson Court rep Mac Mead. Am I saying that right? I hope so. Here's the Penns Manor Marching Band making their way across 9th and Philly. Hey, we want to thank S&T Bank. I know John Smathers, our digital manager, as he points at the Penns Manor Band, also pointing at the corporate offices of S&T Bank. We thank them for their support. Lisa Sabo in the marketing department, Steve Druzniak, and all of the team at S&T Bank. So community-oriented. Thank you, S&T Bank. We know why you say relationship banking, one customer at a time. Some more floats coming by, as you can see. Tell you what we're going to do, Andy, if you're listening, we're going to pause for 30 seconds and hear from one of our sponsors of today's parade, as AAUW, the Indiana BPW, Professional Women's Association. Some of the other folks come by. We're going to step out quickly, coming back with more coverage. Decades, the theme of the IUP Homecoming Parade 21. Back right after this.
I liked the one with the stained glass ship in the front door. You liked the one with the 2-car garage. But then we found it, the one. It had a porch swing, a yard for our dog, a room for your office. Sure, it was 95 years old, but when we met with Amy at S&T Bank, she mentioned they had been around for over 115 years, and that made me feel better. Because even if we won't be here in 115 years, maybe our grandkids will be.
We are back live in downtown Indiana on this gorgeous day. Couldn't ask for anything more. look at the crowd up and down Philadelphia Street as they have come out in droves on this great day. Hopefully many of them will be heading to the game. We also want to say thank you to our sponsors, Alley Cat Beverage and Climber, where all the cool cats go. Davis Brothers Heating and Air Conditioning, your Lennox, Mitsubishi, and American Standard dealer. Meckling Insurance, because it's always something. Bruno's Italian Restaurant, I bet they'll be packed later, serving fine Italian cuisine for 76 years. And Luxembourg's Jewelers. They are Indiana's jewelers. Never too early to lay away for the holidays, too. Our digital manager, John Smathers, up on the library deck filming. And I think he's already laid away some big stones for his wife. Right? Oh, yeah, thumbs up. Vice President for University Advancement, passing by, throwing candy. Look at me, I don't need candy. Some more units coming by. John Kopchik. Supposed to have a float from the 1970s, too. You know, the floats, I was told, and you can see the units going by, so I don't necessarily have to tell you each and every one of them. But I was told that there was concern with building the floats because of the supply chain issues. They simply couldn't get all of the supplies they normally use to build the floats. And they were able to get most of what they needed. Much of it came in late, which really challenged them. All of the fraternities and sororities that handle the floats. The Alumni Association Board of Directors coming by. Many cars representing various groups and organizations. The Plumville Bells, majorette group. Got music coming out of the SUV. Flower and Balloon Gallery. Indiana County NAACP. Purchase Line Marching Band coming up as we continue on our homecoming parade coverage. Stay with us. More to come. Decades, the theme. We'll hear from the Purchase Line Marching Band after this 30-second break under the direction of Becky Bouch. Renda Media and Digital presenting live coverage, video stream. It will be archived, too, to go back and watch. We'll be back with the Purchase Line Band after this short timeout.
I am Patrick Doherty, candidate for judge of the Indiana County Court of Common Pleas. I've practiced law here in Indiana County for 21 years. My wife and I have raised our children here, and I've committed my law career to being an advocate for the most vulnerable in our community. As district attorney, I worked with various organizations to protect women, children, and older adults from abuse. As your judge, I will remember that it is justice for all. Please vote Doherty on November 2nd.
Back live in downtown Indiana as the Purchase Line Marching Band under the direction of Becky Bouch approaches 9th and Philadelphia Streets. They are listed on my script as Unit 43 of 69. Sponsors of the floats, by the way, first place, the Alumni Association, $1,000. Second place, presented by Aramark, $900. $800. Third place from MCSLE and Student Government. Fourth place, $700 from University Advancement. All right, let's pick up the Purchase Line Marching Band. Well done by Purchase Line. A lot of movement. See, Andy, they weren't marching in a straight line. Andy Hart on Cat Country 106.3, our digital producer today. Thank you, Andy. John Smathers on the library deck across the way, providing a higher camera angle. Purchase line, Little Gritters cheerleaders, right? Let's hear you. Come on, make some noise. No, you don't want to make noise. Only at the midget football games. Purchase line, you need an equipment truck and an instrument truck, and there it is. What's a parade without fire trucks? And John Smathers may have that camera pointing down Philadelphia Street toward 10th and the Creekside Volunteer Fire Department coming by. What do we have? I don't think this group is on my list. CT. Come on, a little enthusiasm here. The next band will be Homer Center under the direction of John Stolars. Their theme of the halftime shows this year, Imagine Dragons, Radioactive. We'll see if that's what they play today. I don't know if I can multitask and get the current temperature here. In downtown Indiana, but it's warming up. We have a gorgeous day for the IUP Gannon game. 2 o'clock kickoff at Miller Stadium. Get there early. The ticket lines are going to be long today, I bet. Currently 61 degrees in downtown Indiana under sunny skies. Rain tomorrow, but that doesn't matter. Clymer Volunteer Fire Department passing by. Blowing the horn. Hello, Clymer. Fire Rescue 153 as we video stream today's parade. Renda Media and Digital. Next weekend, more football action for you across our 4 stations. A big game at Homer Center. They've won 5 in a row, and they will host River Valley. They are undefeated. Clymer Ladder Truck 159. Hello, Clymer. And we will video stream that big game as we head to week 7 already of the high school football season. Unbelievable how quickly it goes by, and now the games get all the bigger. And boy, that's going to be a big one. It's going to be homecoming at Memorial Field in Homer City next week. We'll be on the air 6:20 on WCCS, 6:40 on our live video stream. Marion Center Band making their way toward 9th and Philly under the direction of Ryan Page. So the script is a little out of order. They're listed as Unit 34, but that's okay. Breast Cancer Awareness Month, Business and Professional Women's Club with Pink. Here's the Marion Center Marching Band under the direction of Ryan Page. Let's pick them up. One of our floats coming by. Well, it's not a float, actually, now that I look up. We have some unique vehicles and a race car. From Specialty Tires of America, IUP Homecoming, go Hawks. Well done, Specialty Tires of America, 100% American made since 1915. Want to thank our sponsors, our presenting sponsor, S&T Bank, Pat Doherty for Judge 21, Indiana Regional Medical Center. Also assisting with providing today's coverage as we look at the S&T Bank corporate headquarters across the way. Thank you, S&T Bank, relationship banking, one customer at a time. Alley Cap Beverage in Clymer, where all the cool cats go. Davis Brothers Heating and Air Conditioning, your Lennox, Mitsubishi, and American Standard dealer. Meckling Insurance, because it's always something. Bruno's Italian Restaurant, serving fine Italian cuisine for 76 years. That sounds pretty good, doesn't it, Officer Draco? A little bit of Italian today? And you're going to be busy tonight, aren't you?
Maybe a little bit.
Luxembourg's Jewelers. They are Indiana's jewelers. Hawks cheerleaders coming by. Their dance team. Indiana County Fair Queen. That was another event that was great to have back. Your name?
Hi, I'm Elizabeth Bruner.
Elizabeth, congratulations on being named Fair Queen a month or so ago. It was great to have the fair back. Other than a rainy day, it was a lot of fun, wasn't it?
It was amazing.
What about your duties as Fair Queen?
So like this, I go to different parades. I also go to other fairs around this area and Indiana County. And I have the State Fair Queen contest in January at Hershey Lodge.
And who do you have with you today?
Today I have my alternate Fair Queen, Morgan Cheehee.
Morgan, where are you from?
I'm a junior at United, and I live in Brush Valley.
All right. Well, thank you. You know why when I think Brush Valley, I think the fire department chicken. I think food all the time. Thanks, girls. Okay. Indiana County Fair Queen. Here comes the third place float. $900 prize from student government and MCSLE. Homer Center Marching Band right behind them under the direction of John Stollards. Happy to be providing live video stream of today's IUP Homecoming Parade. Spread the word, it will be archived. I'm sure many of these participants will be watching their own performance. Let's pick up Homer Center under the direction of John Stollards. Crowd gives them a nice round of applause as they pass 9th and Philly. They've won some drum competitions too, this Homer Center drum unit. It'll be homecoming in Homer City next Friday night when they host undefeated River Valley. Wildcats have won 5 games in a row. We will video stream that huge game. The Wildcat Band has a big trailer, don't they? Homer Center Band's pride in performance. Marching band, indoor color guard, indoor percussion, concert band, symphony band. Very well done on the wrap. Crimson Court 2021. Is this the queen or not? Just part of the court? All right, girls, your names.
Anastasia Bang,
Where are you from?
Watchung, New Jersey.
All right, and who do we have?
Katarina Knoll, and I'm from Reading, PA.
Having a great day?
Thank you.
Great weather. Enjoy. Little lull in the action. We're going to step out for 30 seconds, come back and wrap things up from IUP Homecoming 21 as we kick off the day. It's going to be a great day. Football game to follow at 2 o'clock, 1:30 airtime with Jack Benedict and Ab Dettori. I'll be joining Jack and Ab today on the sideline. IUP hosts Gannon. More to come. We'll wrap up our coverage right after this word.
At IRMC, we have all of the necessary pieces in place to perform complex operations, including highly skilled and specially trained surgeons, their support team of experts, and advanced technology like the Da Vinci robotic surgical system. As a result, patients spend less time in the hospital, recover faster, and get treated close to home. So there's no reason to puzzle over where you should get your surgical care. The answer is right here at IRMC.
We are back live as Luxembourg's Jewelers, one of our sponsors of today's parade, goes by. They do something for the Teddy Bear Fund Drive. We raise money at Renda Broadcasting for Children's Hospital and IRMC Pediatrics. They sell teddy bears, and they are going to be great again this year. And we thank Jeff and Kip and the crew at Luxembourg Jewelers. I can't wait to get rolling with the teddy bears. We are in our 44th year of the Teddy Bear Fund Drive as we raise money to help children that need help. And we're happy to do it. Our schools are involved. WIUP 90.1 FM. Passing us by. Hello. Blairsville Fire Company, which Ab Dettori, who will be calling today's game with Jack Benedict, is heavily involved with. By the way, the judges for the floats, Dean Curtis Scheib from Fine Arts, Sherry Rodowski from the Indiana Mall, and Peter Broad from Borough Council. Fourth place vote, $600 prize sponsored by University Advancement coming by. Theme of decades, floats from the 60s, 70s, 80s, and 90s. River Valley Marching Band yet to come. Newly formed school consolidating Blairsville and Salzburg. Band under the direction of C.J. Lyons. See the float coming by. As I mentioned, they had problems with materials because of
And Mark, I would say that's definitely an 80s band.
Yeah.
80s float there.
Yes, it is.
We have Pac-Man on the other side of that.
Andy, things going well running the stream over there. You should have put the headset on earlier. You're not doing anything.
I'm running about 3 or 4 things. So.
John Smathers, I don't know if Caitlin can pan to John up on the library deck, our digital manager across the way. See John up there? Hello, John. He's got a camera. We thank Indiana Borough Council for allowing us to do that. We thank Ellicap Beverage and Climber, where all the cool cats go. Davis Brothers Heating and Air Conditioning, your local Lennox, Mitsubishi, and American Standard dealer. Meckling Insurance, because it's always something. Bruno's Italian Restaurant, serving fine Italian cuisine for 76 years. And Luxembourg's Jewelers, they are Indiana's jewelers. River Valley Panthers, with the new school colors, black and aqua. I guess that would be, right? The marching band under the direction of C.J. Lyons. New school, new look indeed. Here we go. Let's pick them
doing
up.
Pretty well in football, too.
Undefeated is pretty well, yes. Valley Panthers marching band under the direction of CJ Lyons. We should have one more band, I believe. That would be the United Lions marching band yet to come. Riggers Farms, the Pumpkin Fest coming up. You can see the sign on the back of their ATV. Again, we thank S&T Bank for their presenting sponsorship of our digital stream. We're proud to be neighbors with S&T Bank, Renda Broadcasting and Digital, right next door. Relationship banking, one customer at a time. They're fabulous sponsors of amateur athletics too, including today's IUP game. They are the presenting sponsor of our broadcast booth. High school football, IUP football. Some more units coming by. Another float not far behind. Andy, you'll have to help me with the theme. You're back a little bit. I get right next to these vehicles. It's hard to, I guess I could back up too. 4 floats this year. Student Co-op Association, they will have all of your Hawk gear available at the game today. Get your IUP t-shirt, sweatshirt, hoodie, hat. They have it all. You'll see the trailer. We thank Lou Garzarelli, Tim Sharbaugh, everybody at the Student Co-op for their support through the years. They do a lot that goes unnoticed in the IUP community. We notice, Lou. Tim, thank you. See the float, looks like second place float. Second place sponsor is Aramark. $900 prize, according to the sheet. Although their sign says $800 prize. Andy, what do you have on the float?
The 1990s.
1990s. Now that I can see because it says 1990s.
And on the other side of the float is, it looks like Bart Simpson, SpongeBob SquarePants.
Oh, you're seeing, I'm wondering, how are you seeing the other side? You're looking on your video screen. You're cheating. Here's the United High School Marching Band under the direction of Luke Hamilton. Maybe they're not going to play for us. Here we go. One of the larger high school bands. Of course, many of the schools in Indiana County, small Class A schools. Students are stretched in many extracurricular activities. As we wind things down, the Indiana Fire Department, 3 of their trucks, and this parade, decades, the theme. We thank our sponsors, S&T Bank, Indiana Regional Medical Center, Pat Doherty for Judge 21, Alley Cap Beverage and Clymer, where all the cool cats go. Davis Brothers Heating and Air Conditioning, your local Lennox, Mitsubishi, and American Standard dealer. Meckling Insurance, because it's always something. Bruno's Italian Restaurant. Hey, great dining spot today on Homecoming 21. Serving fine Italian cuisine for 76 years. And Luxembourg's Jewelers, right behind me down the street. They've been an institution in downtown Indiana for years. Also a second location at the Indiana Mall. Visit them online at luxembourgsjewelers.com. So, weather cooperated. Temperature in the 60s. It warmed up, sunshine, and big crowds lining the street here in downtown Indiana as homecoming weekend is off to a great start. We hope you enjoyed our live video stream of today's homecoming parade. We will have coverage of the football game, 1:30 airtime on U92.5, audio stream on the U92 Sports Channel, available at u92radio.com. Gannon coming to town. 2 o'clock is kickoff. Jack Benedict, the voice of IUP Sports for 53 years, kicks off the pregame show at 1:30. He'll be joined by Ab Dettori, and today I'll fill in and work the sideline as well, IUP and Gannon. We hope to see you at Miller Stadium. We hope you enjoyed our presentation today from the Renda Media Digital Department. Special thanks to our digital manager, John Smathers, his assistant, Andy Hart, and Caitlin Dotz, who assists us with many of our video productions. Thank you, Katie, for stepping in and helping out today. We hope to see you over at the game. I'm Mark Burdig from downtown Indiana, from the IUP Homecoming Parade. Have a great weekend, everybody.